live stream is live.
Ooh.
Exciting technology.
You can take my stuff off the chair. Give someone
All right.
No? Okay. Yeah. If someone wants to see. Very likely they do, yes.
Okay, we are live. So welcome everyone to Untitled Music Projects presents Lisa Stephen Friday, Delord, Dea, and the Drips. Give it up. My name is Greg Newton. I am the co-founder, along with my lovely partner, Donnie Jokum, of the Bureau of General Services Queer Division. The Bureau is an all-volunteer, independent queer bookstore that Donnie and I founded in 2012, and that has been here at the LGBT Community Center since 2014. Normally now, I would be begging you for donations, but because this is a fundraiser for Untitled, we're gonna put that to the side and encourage you to support us in other ways at other times. Well, you can support all of us at all the time. You can buy books. There's also a QR code for signing up to become a monthly donor, which is what we would really love right now. The center started charging us rent in July, which we're unhappy about, and we'll see where things go. We're doing our best to advocate for ourselves. But yes, we could definitely use the support, whether it's a monthly donation or just coming in here and shopping. It all helps to keep this place going. And Lord knows we need these spaces desperately. If you're not already on our email list, you can sign up for that at the back of the room or on our website, which is bgsqd.com. Anyone watching online, same goes for you. And you'll get an email every other Monday about our many upcoming events. And I think that's it. Oh, I didn't say our hours. Our hours are Wednesdays through Sundays from 1 to 7 p.m. So before I turn it over to, I put my script away too soon. Adam Rainier. Before I turn it over to Adam, I wanted to give a land acknowledgement. So the Bureau recognizes that our organization operates on the unceded land of the Munsee Lenape. We encourage you to join the Bureau in signing up to make a monthly donation to the American Indian Community Houses Mannahatta Fund. The Mannahatta Fund, according to its website, is an invitation to all settlers and non-native people who wish to acknowledge the legacy of theft and genocide that comprise the history of New York City and the United States. So you can find out more at mannahattafund.org. The Bureau also recognizes Palestinian liberation as a fundamental part of our collective queer liberation. And we strongly encourage you to take one of our free zines that talks about why we feel it is especially important for queer people to speak out in solidarity with Palestinians, and especially at this moment. So please take those, read them, pass them around. And now, I will turn the mic over to Adam Rainier from Untitled Music Projects.
Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. Like Greg said, I'm Adam Rainier. I'm one of the co-artistic directors of Untitled, along with Jason Aguirre, who's back there with the camera. Just wanted to give you a little background information on what Untitled Musical Project is. If you're not familiar, I know there's a few folks that are a part of the Untitled community here. And I welcome those folks as well. Untitled is a non-for-profit organization that's dedicated to supporting and uplifting BIPOC and LGBT musical theater creators in their earliest stages of their careers and development. It is very much an supporting artists organization. Most of our resources go to developmental readings, dramaturgical support, resources to furthering artists' professional careers in the creation of musical theater. I'll talk a little bit more about what Untitled does as I introduce some of the other acts tonight. But like Greg said, this is a fundraiser for Untitled. Like many institutions across the country right now that are dedicated to supporting marginalized voices, we have been impacted by some of the NEA cuts. Some of our funding has been cut from this year, and so we're turning towards a lot of these kind of community events to gain support for this organization. So I really encourage you to check out through our QR code, learn more about the organization, and if you have anything to support our community or want to get to know about our community and join our community, please chat with us after the show. But to kick us off with this lovely evening of all kinds of really fucking cool music, we have Dolores. So.
Hi everybody, I'm Dolores. If you see me in performance, I'm probably not standing still at a guitar, I'm probably thrashing and being some sort of showman. So these gigs are always intimidating to me. But I always like to bring it back. It's good practice. Being so vulnerable with you here today. I hate to be so on the nose. The word is out, I'm one of those. I like to let the record show. I do my best, I take my notes. Selling out, nothing to sell. I miss my chance again. They all tell me that something is coming and I can't barely breathe in. And if he leaves, who will I be? If she don't kiss me, will I always be alone? And if I'm me, will they all leave? I'll fake a soul so they'll know I'm just as cool, I'm just as grown. Always afraid that this will last. Curse down the line, my lover is past. I'm tapping out and turning in, hauling ass and shaking it. I never blame you for my faults, but you gave all the wrong directions. If he leaves, who will I be? If she don't kiss me, will I always be alone? And if I'm me, will they all leave? I'll fake a soul so they'll know I'm just as cool, I'm just as grown, 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 grown. Thank you. I always like to preface these gigs with that I'm a songwriter first and a guitar player last. So if anyone has any opinions, keep them to yourself. This one's about gender. I'm no more than just a tryhard, hardly trying no more. Dirt in my face, I broke the rules, forgot to stretch, now I'm sore. Begging to fit inside of somewhere I don't even like. I'll make him laugh harder than he can, I'm built out of spite. Finally admitting that I just wish I was you. You never had to stomach something so untrue. I'll never be one of the boys. I'll never be one of the boys. I'm the favorite toy. I'll never be one of the boys. I'm choking down this whiskey like it's paying my bills. Just stomach comment after comment. I'm the product of will. Just call me girlfriend cause it's easier. Don't gotta explain. Don't worry about me, baby, I'll save the face. I've kept it cool for choice. I'll never be one of the boys in the wrong body. Not what they taught me. Has to mean something. I'm oversharing. Turn off the TV. Say you'll still love me. Let me just fake it. You won't know the difference. Thank you. Both of those songs and this next song are from my debut album that I released in May. It's called You Get It or You Don't, so you should check it out. See if you get it or you don't. I think the majority of people in here will probably get it. This is about trying to be great. Hello? Where am I going? God, there it is. 1, 2, 3. God forbid being great. Hello? God. Guys, this is crazy. God forbid being great. Haha. I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. God forbid being great. God forbid wanting more. God forbid wanting all the same things as anyone who's ever won before. God forbid being different. God forbid being honest. God forbid putting your foot in your mouth and lying down, 'cause that's just what they wanted. And I don't believe in anything. Everyone eventually leaves. No one likes to see somebody whining. I went out with my good friend. I could tell it was the end. No one likes to be somebody trying. Fall down more than ever. Guess I gotta let it go. Lost all the momentum. If this is what everyone did, so God, it's all so sentimental. Make it need it, make it want it, make it quick. Ha! God, it's all so sentimental. Dreams are one big son of a bitch. And I don't believe in anything. Everyone eventually leaves. No one likes to be somebody whining. And I went out with my good friend. I could tell it was the end. No one likes to be somebody trying. Fall down more than ever. Yes, I gotta let it go. Lost all the momentum. If this is what everyone did, so da 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 da, oh da 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 da. Make it good, make it great. You're out of time anyways. Fall down more than ever. Guess I gotta let it go. Thank you. I had the craziest cold this past week, so if you hear me choking, it's because I am. But we're clearing up. I wrote this when I was 18 and really mad at men, and nothing's changed. Turn this down. Because that's fine. Hey girl, come over here. You should smile more. Damn girl, don't make it weird. Hey girl, talk to me. What a pretty picture it would be to see you drop to your knees. Hey mommy, would you give it to me, please? I wanna give you a taste. Damn girl, don't be the waste, 'cause you're mine. You're mine, mine. You're mine, oh mine. You're mine. Nice ass. Don't walk too fast, 'cause I could just fuck you. You should be thankful I even spoke to you. You are beautiful. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Mr. Man, you alien, you've got no right to know who I am. Ruthless words, self-absorbed. Don't you ever act like you could hold me in your hands, Mr. Man. No, Mr. Man. You will sink and I will stand, 'cause you're no man. Ignore it. Mommy will be so proud of me, when you're put in your place, when we take up our space. I have one more song. Okay. Usually I'm really good at banter, and today is not my day. This is also gay. Not to hit you if I miss you, but I kiss you if your misses never came back around. I know you as a whirlwind, girl, you're playing with a person you know wouldn't let you down. I've been hung up on the same old boy, don't gotta explain, you already know. But you're pressing all your skin against mine, would drive me insane, 'cause I'm ready to fold, and I barely know you anymore. But I've loved you for years, that same old gay old tale and childhood fear, and I'm not falling in love with you. But God, does it feel good you're here? It brings me to tears. Not to treat you like a goddess, 'cause you're human and you're modest, but your body's girl, it puts him to shame. The minute that you hugged me, I got nervous in my tummy, and I didn't mind you playing your game. I meant it when I told you I would fight all of your girlfriends. You told me you would fight all of my boyfriends. It wasn't a surprise, if we had to fight, we'd be flying away. And I barely know you anymore, but I've loved you for years, that same old gay old tale and childhood fear, and I'm not falling in love with you. But God, does it feel good you're here? It brings me to tears. I wish I remember that lounge chair in December. I wish I remember what you do. It's so tender, who we were and we are and became. I love you, not like that, but
While we're changing sets here, a couple of things. There's some STEM toys in the back there, as well as some coloring sheets that were designed by Dea, and that have some of her lyrics on there. Feel free to use those throughout the evening. And while Lisa is coming up to set up, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the Untitled programming. Untitled was started by myself and Jason and some of our colleagues around us being in various spaces developing new works of music and theater and getting really frustrated with having to explain our lived experience in order to receive feedback on our work and grow as artists. And so Untitled was born from that need of creating a space where that wasn't necessary. And so one of the core programmings that we have at Untitled is the Untitled Writers Group, which meets in sessions throughout the year, usually in various seasons, meets every single week, and is an accountability space for musical theater writers of LGBT and BIPOC identities to work on whatever the fuck we want, and has been part of how this community has grown. And so Lisa, who's about to sing some things that were written in the early aughts of this project in the writers group, I'm so excited to hear where that project is headed now, and I'm sure she'll talk about it. But give it up for Lisa Stephen Friday.
Hello. I'm going to start with a song that's not from that project, from another project. The good thing about having a whole lot of decades available to you is you can just whip out something you sang 19 million times first, and then it doesn't even matter if you know what you're doing. To kind of warm up, right? Because I'm transitioning out of that work for the day into this work for the day. Trans rights. But I do want to share quickly too. My set is not that long, so I'm going to talk some. I have a lot to say. When I came in the building, and also how many people in the room are 25 or under? Yes. I was just thinking, 25 years ago, I came to my first trans support group at the center. And some of you weren't even born yet. But as Adam was alluding to, the funding and stuff that we're all in such a panic about now, and rightly so, right? But what I wanted to comment on is that remember that there was a time when that funding didn't even exist. Yeah. And the kind of art that came out of that, specifically in the 80s, in this space. I mean, think of people like Keith Haring doing work that is so renowned now. And so when I'm in a room with young queer trans folks, I really do look at this moment in time, and I look at the people in the audience, and I wonder where is my Keith Haring? Who is the Lin-Manuel here? Who is the Tony Kushner? Lin-Manuel's a little young for those references, but you get the point, right? Who's gonna step up and be the superstars who carry us to the next place? And I'm sure some of you are in this room right now. So this is a song I probably wrote 23 years ago, when Bush Jr. was getting elected, and some of the similar things that we're dealing with right now, and there were hanging chads. I'm still what is a fucking hanging chad? Do any of you get that reference? Yes. Good. This is a song called A-OK from a show that I now do called Trans Am. Adam works on that show with me. And I did put new lyrics into this song, so when I get to the part where I mess up the lyrics, you'll know those are the new ones. Big bombs get you gone, got to find something wrong just to keep us stringing along. I don't really care. Everywhere, all I hear, mommy, look, there's a queer, give a cheer for the USA. Why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. Why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. Transphobe genocide, scrolling through the end of time. Protect the kid from suicide. Make sure they don't grow up to look like me. Paint my face till it's blurred. Yes, I know I'm absurd. Why you hang on every word I'm saying? Why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. Why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. Little pink, a little blue, poster picking, nothing's true. Sarah isn't coming through. The Nazi flag is red, white, and blue. Where'd the money go? Where'd the power go? Where'd the towers go? Hey, won't you blow them all away? Why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. And why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. Why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. And why you looking at me? Don't you worry about me. Why you looking at me? I am A-OK. I hear there's the thing about climate change that none of the pollens are dying. So, it's not cold enough. I'm sick. I'm literally dying from climate change, aren't we all? Unfortunately. And on that note, okay, so I'm working on this new project. I also want to comment on the fact that organizations like Untitled help to lead to other things, right, for artists like myself and like you. I started working on this project. It has been going on in my head for a couple of years. And it's a trans rom-com love story. And it's called A Musical for Henrietta. And the song you're gonna hear tonight is, the first song is called Henrietta's Finally Here, where her best friend, soon to become boyfriend, sees her for the first time, like sees her because she's finally coming out, but also sees her, right? And realizes that maybe he has a lot of feelings about her. So my point about, so Untitled. So I did Untitled the last fall, right? And I started with nothing. Maybe I like this tune. One song in my head that I had, and a scene, and an idea. And through the fall, you have to commit to like certain weeks you're going to present some work. I kept presenting this work. And before long, I had multiple scenes and a couple of little songs. And then the idea was pitched. I was approached by the folks at Joe's Pub, and they loved the idea, and they completely commissioned the idea for me to work on this for a year. So my point being, is these stepping stones, right? And how important it is for us to have these places to put our feet and to grow. So if you're here to give a little love and donate tonight, please do, because it's so important. And we have to support it from ourselves right now. And your $5 will go a long ways. So this is called Henrietta's Finally Here. Imagine young Alan, he's about 14. He's had his best friend for the past 4 years of their lives. They're two young boys who are madly in love with each other, but don't know it. But then the moment he sees the girl, he knows, oh, this is why I've been so attracted to her. Something's beating in my heart, something's buzzing in my brain, a connection being made, something's different, something's changed. I just saw her for the first time, although I see her every day. It's not weird, in fact I like it. Henrietta's finally here. That's the bed that she sleeps in, that's the desk where she sits. This is the room that she lives in. Henrietta's finally here. That is the phone that she answers every night we talk. This is the room that she lives in. Henrietta's finally here. Something's beating in my heart, something's buzzing in my brain, a connection being changed, something's different, something's changed. This is the room that she lives in. This is the room that she lives in. Henrietta's finally here. Henrietta's finally here. So there's going to be a presentation at Joe's Pub in September, like a year from now. Hopefully I finish. Jason will be directing the presentation, and Adam is doing all of my arrangements and orchestrations throughout the year. And Bernie Wagonblast, the voice of the MTA, is literally in the show playing herself as the narrator. And keep your eye out, because I am on a search for, she's got to be like 14 to 17 years old. But when you see that young trans girl and she just melts your heart, ask her if she sings. If she does, call me. All right. Thank you for asking me to do this tonight. This was a good way to get out of work. I'm really looking forward to the weekend now. All right, so this is adult Henrietta. She's very serious. She carries the weight of the world on her broken trans heart. No, she's really fucking cool. I've written her as a curator at the Noya Gallery up in the Upper East Side, simply because I wanted her to have a job where she could dress and just look fierce every day. And she does have like this snooty European sensibility about her, which I'm always attracted to. People like me don't wake up feeling easy, exhausted by the other side's point of view. I navigate this world at a pace that he will never know. It's not his fault, it's just the way it is. But he will never know that all I want tonight is to look into his eyes and fall away. He will never know that all I want tonight is to fall in love forever and a day. But I can't love anymore. My heart is too broken and torn. Fail and struggle, but it's not the same. No one's ever questioned his identity. His place is secure and defines his lack of empathy. He thinks that he loves me, but that was a different time, that was a different place, and this cannot be. And he will never know that all I want tonight is to look into his eyes and fall away. He will never know that all I want tonight is to fall in love forever and a day. But I can't love anymore, and my heart is too broken and torn. I could let him love me. That's literally all I have planned. I'm going to turn it over now because I want to hear the kids sing. Yes. Let's give it up for Dee and the Trips.
As Dea and the Trips are setting up, I'll buffer a little bit. I'm so glad that Lisa brought up. So many artists have come through Untitled and gone on to make so many incredible things, including Dea here has been part of Untitled for a little over a year, and is working on a really exciting project that she sent me a few months ago, which was just her and a guitar and maybe 15 to 20 tracks that I listened to on a long drive through Connecticut over the summer, and it's I want to hear her talk about it, but also just like such beautiful lyric writing about some things that I feel like I've been hearing tonight about, like navigating through this current world as queer people, as trans people. And I'm so excited to hear with this band, which I think this is new-ish, one of the earlier gigs for this band together. So really excited to hear this piece out loud. But this is Dea and the Drits, and they're doing Trans Revolution.
Hi everyone. Wow. Let's get over
Delordes. And Lisa Susan Friday. When Adam told me who was going to be joining us this night, and I found out, I was kind of lost for words. So to now be here in the room with you all and with these two is quite an honor, a joy, a highlight, and also feels kind of like a big place to step into. So you two are amazing, and thank you. And then thanks everyone for being here. Thanks Adam and Jason. And we're gonna do our new album we're gonna record in the next 2 weeks. And some folks, if you've heard it throughout the summer, thanks for coming to hear it again. And if this is new to you, we're gonna hopefully have it out by the end of the year, so that you can revisit it on your own time. This is the band. This is Aspen on bass, and that's Caro on drums. And yes, I am Dea. Please feel free to move about the space as the night continues. We are all practicing minding our own business up here and just playing some good songs. So please, again, the restroom is out the door, there's water, there's things on the table to look at, there's so many books. So just be courteous when you move around, but please do feel free to get up as you need. And also spread out, and if you want to dance a little or something, I don't know, live your life. But permission granted if permission was needed. Yes, I'm gonna try something new tonight and read 4 poems by Palestinian poet Noor Hindi. Noor is a queer reporter and poet, and I just was reading this again, revisiting her first collection, Dear God, Dear Bones, Dear Yellow, and finding some resonance and relation. So I figured I would interpolate it as the music goes on. So there will be me picking up the book at times. And the band, you're all gonna just have to hold while I read. Okay. Or accompany, I don't know. Make a noise if you want. Okay, this is Transvolution. Revolution becoming evolutionary. Evolution becoming revolutionary as we revolve in a big old universe. And this is USCIS trip number 1, a revision by Noor Hindi. At the USCIS office in Cleveland, Ohio, my grandmother and I moved through security. We are here to get her fingerprints scanned so she can become a US citizen. My grandmother has held a green card for 5 years. She's lived with my parents during her time here and travels back and forth from Jordan to the US. Over the last year, we've finished her USCIS Form N400 and sent it in, along with the $725 fee. We ride the elevator to the 5th floor. The federal building is cold and stale. My grandmother is draped in her black abaya. She clutches her purse. Light brown eyes wait for the doors to open. A white woman greets us at the door, then slides a form under the green glass screen for us to fill out. Our reflections stare back. When asked about her country of origin, my grandmother writes Palestine in black pen and slides it back to the woman. The white woman says, "We do not recognize Palestine as a country. Try again," and crosses out Palestine with a red pen. What does fire mean to you? What does it do to your heartbeat? When children are dying, you're frozen in your seat. What does fire mean to you? What What does it do to your soul when others are burning and you have no control? You get out, you're on the street till they put gloves around your sister. You talk back, you talk loud, you put your money where your mouth is. What does the country mean to you? What does it do to your spirit when others are victims so you can have your life? What does the country mean to you? What does it do to your ego when condemning violence is all you have to show? You still go set your bombs with your day job while they put cops around your mother. You sit back, you relax, you wonder when it will be over. What does silence really do? Why have you lost your tongue? Others will suffer so you can have your fun. What does silence really do? Please do not go quiet. Martyrs are calling while you choose to forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. What does fire mean to you? What does it do to your soul when others are burning and you have no control? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're done in a fight to the death. By gender, you're gone, not so easily matched. You call it corruption of the mind, I call it destruction of the heart. The heart. You wanna protect the kids, well they aren't saved like this. Not what bullets get made by you and the wealth of the NRA. My gender, you're done in a fight to the death. My gender, you're gone, not so easily matched. Cut off access to care, yet you still sell your weapons in the store. What for? Living in constant fear. What's the real danger here? You said it's like medicine. What about the automatic weapon? My gender, you're gone. Fight to the death. My gender, you're gone, not so easily matched. Tired of thoughts and prayers, we just wanna stay alive. Throw the guns out in the trash. Stop the drill thing doing class. Say when we are free. The hell with your One, two, three, four. I feel a rage inside. I don't know where it comes from. I feel a love inside. I wonder if it's connected. I feel a pain inside. It's been there all this time. I feel a hope inside. It tells me everything will be alright. in my demise when I told the world my secret? Was it just a cry for help? Oh God, I'm bleeding. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Don't let me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Don't let me. I wear my heart on my. Like I'm sorry, my favorite things about me are the things that you hate. It would be great if you would go and get a hobby. I don't wanna look like who I was. I just wanna feel like you gotta come around. You gotta come around, 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 around. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Don't let me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Don't let me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. How are you doing over there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you good?
I know this is phasing out. So.
Oh yeah. As long as the levels are just trying not to.
Okay. No, you're
Don't try
great.
not to-
How's the levels? Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
good.
USCIS trip number 2, violation. I stand in front of my grandmother. We are here so she can be interviewed by an immigration officer. First, police scanners and metal detectors. Take off your shoes. Make sure you have your ID on hand. No belts, phones, jackets. I wonder why the officers are always yelling. One of the officers wants to check my hair, has flagged me for additional screening. I have to stand with my hands up as he waves a scanner around my body. When I turn around, my grandmother is not wearing her headscarf. I'm not used to seeing her golden brown hair in public. I give her a questioning look as she waits for her black headscarf to move through the security monitor. When I asked her what happened, she won't look at me. She's whispering, "They stripped me, they stripped me." She hurries her scarf around her head, tells me an officer demanded she take it off twice. I want my rage to elicit love and more love. I want people to stop asking if I love this country. No, ask if it loves me. On the way home that day, it is autumn and the leaves are beautiful and dying. My grandmother watches the trees through the passenger window. I want her to want more from America. They stripped me, they stripped me, they stripped me. The words pound in my head. My anger, a sound I turn down like a bad song no one wants to listen to. She asks me to look at the trees. I tell her I am looking. On days when her parents are yelling, she runs outside, climbs up an evergreen, sap on her fingers, meanwhile below, screaming is taking over while she stares at the sky, hoping that when she gets older she'll understand why pretty girls cry. On days when she gets into trouble, she runs outside, down the long driveway, over the neighbors, meanwhile back home, to the swing set there in the backyard, the places she explored. Screaming is taking over while she closes her eyes, hoping that when she gets older she'll see through the lies she's been told all her life. In her mind she sees herself no matter how anyone else sees her. In her mind she sees herself no matter how anyone else sees her. In her mind she sees herself no matter how anyone else sees her. When I learned about outer space, E.T. the human race, I thought with one of them I could relate, make friends with anyone who'll take me. Anyone with long hair and half-painted nails, who doesn't care if their laces are untied. Anyone with soft eyes and smooth silky skin, who cries when the jokes are too funny. To think of them way out there, all alone, love affair. I wonder, do they care about me? Another stranger. A stranger with long hair and half-painted nails, who doesn't care if her laces are untied. A stranger with soft eyes and smooth silky skin, who cries when the jokes are too funny. I cry on earth because I'm afraid of becoming the thing that everyone laughs at. I wonder if you feel that too. Do you hear my song? Do you hear my cries? Do you hear the lies? Do you hear the bombs? You don't hear the bombs. I've been with humans before, bought groceries in a grocery store. Those feelings weren't a cure for me, not anymore. Me with the long hair and half-painted nails, who doesn't care if her laces are untied. Me with the soft eyes and blue silky skin, who cries when the jokes are too funny. Who cries when the jokes are too funny? Who cries when the jokes are too funny? Who cries when the jokes are too funny? Okay, this is also a new part, because I figured it's nice to do things that are rehearsed, but also it's nice to do things that are of the moment and of the room. So if you will so kindly participate, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to. But I'm gonna sing a little song that I wrote this week after I've been doing a bunch of court watching, and so I've learned a lot. And so I'm something I'm very self-conscious about, self-aware of is what would I do? What do I do? How do I respond on the street when I'm minding my own business and I see something that is state violence right in front of me? So I wrote this little song as a reminder, but also maybe something to share with you all. So the band hasn't heard this, really, so you can learn it too. Okay, that's our melody. Document, direct, delay. Those are your words. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Simple steps to help your neighbor stay. So we go 2, 3, 4. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, simple steps to help your neighbor stay. All right, you got it. If you're walking down the street, you've got a friend to meet, then you see some good old fascism on display. What do you do? 2, 3, 4. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Simple steps to help your neighbor stay. Document what you see, but not on social media. What's important is the badge number or the license plate. And if you can, take a picture of the ICE agent's face. 1, 2, 3, 4. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Simple steps to help your neighbor stay. Then direct the scene by calling out what you see. Like everyone stay clear, or gather round, there are fascists here, or try to ask the person at risk what they need, or try to get an emergency contact number so that you can get in touch to send commissary funds to those who have been detained, or help set up legal aid. 1, 2, 3, 4. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, beautiful. Simple steps to help your neighbor stay. Delay their duties by insisting for a warrant, or by acting ignorant, like, officer, what is happening? Anything to break their focus, anything to split their forces, anything to throw some sand in the gear of this big machine that runs on fear. We can show them that we're not afraid. Remind them who made this city. So if you see someone being harassed, don't just walk past. What do you do? Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Document, direct, delay. Okay, make it nice. Simple steps to help your neighbor 2 weeks, I sit at the end of my bed, draw back the oil to the 0.4 line, remind myself it's gonna be fine. It takes courage to poke the skin, it isn't hard to bleed. Draw back the oil to the 0.4 line, remind myself this body's mine. Voices in my head sing songs of angels. Oh, part of me is changing to the girl I've been. This body is changing bit by bit to a better fit. Oh, it's the first time I'm taking medicine. Draw back the oil to the 0.4 line. Take a breath and unwind. Voices in my head sing songs of angels. Oh, part of me is changing to the girl I've been. This body is changing bit by bit to a better fit. I found clothes and rings, some other simple things, ways to paint my face. I want to change my name. I found therapy, it really, really helps me. Though I still feel dysphoria at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I found doctors, I found others, figure it out along the way. My mom doesn't want me having regrets, but nearly everyone has regrets. It's just the things you say. Oh, part of me is changing to the girl I've been. This body is changing bit by bit to a better fit. Oh, part of me is changing to the girl I've been. This body is changing bit by bit to a better fit. Bit by bit, bit by The other day when you called me pretty, I left my makeup on until it ran down my face. I needed that. When I was younger, I wanted to be one of the girls. Blush and lipstick, bobby pins and curls. Then I turned 13 and I started wearing baggy jeans, sweatshirts that would hide my body. Wanted to become nobody. So this is a song for anyone out there who wants to try their sister's makeup, who wants to put on clothes from the other side of the department store. This is a song for anyone out there who doesn't fit in like they're supposed to, doesn't sit down when they're told to, doesn't know that half of who they are just yet. It's not so much that looks are the bottom line. There's much more to it than ever will meet the eye. Make sense with words. When I was younger, I know they called me boy, and in my body there was only joy. Then I turned 13 and I started feeling puberty and rage that overtook my body. Made up lies about my body. So this is a song for anyone out there who feels something that can't be spoken, who doesn't know why they respond in the way they USCIS trip number 3, a test. My grandma has to memorize the questions and answers for the USCIS civics test. She doesn't speak much English, but she reads well. For months, she carries her study booklet everywhere she goes and alternates between memorizing the questions and reading the Quran. At USCIS, the officer will ask her 10 random questions out of a selection of 100. She has to answer at least 6 correctly. What is the rule of law? What happened at the Constitutional Convention? I test her every week for 2 months, and every day when we get closer to the date. She has trouble pronouncing 4 words: legislature, communism, terrorist, and spangled. The night before her test, I repeat them to her. Legislature, communism, terrorist, spangled. And she repeats them back. Legislature, communism, terrorist, spangled. And while sitting in the waiting room of USCIS, legislature, communism, terrorist, spangled, and on and on and on. Everything looks so strange. Like, is it oil or is it rain? I can't tell. The leaves still blow in the wind, or is something else happening? I begin to notice. Everything feels so strange. Like, is it glory or is it pain? I can't tell. Does the tide still go out at night? Will parents always fight? I begin to notice. USCIS trip number 4, a photo. My grandmother's body in perfect posture, sitting across from an immigration officer at USCIS, a plaque on the wall in his office, a certificate of achievement for his time serving as a border control agent. 6 years, the same amount of time it's taken my grandmother to get to this point. He asks her 6 questions. I have the answers memorized, their exact phrasing, the placement of their commas, their punctuation. I sit in perfect posture, suspended, waiting. When he tells my grandmother she's passed her civics test, she cries. I try to sidestep the heaviness in the room, the violence of this moment, the violence that renders my grandmother's tears and her desire to become American. Outside, my grandmother wants to take a photo next to the large statue of George Washington. She has her hands up, swaying in the wind, a smile sprawled on her face, laughing. She tells me, "This is George Washington." I know, Grandma. I say, I know. I take the photo. Those are 4 poems by Noor Hindi. We're just about at the end now. Just looking at the webcam. Don't you know that I love you, babe? Don't you know that I need you, babe? Down here in Brooklyn and it's raining. Won't you come over, please? Won't you come over to me? Don't you know that I'm sorry, babe? Don't you know that I'm so sorry, babe? It's just I was young and so afraid. Won't you forgive me, please? Won't you forgive me? Don't you know that I long for you? Don't you know I'm so far gone for you? I'm down here in Brooklyn writing songs for you. Won't you sing now with me? Won't you sing now to me? Won't you sing now for me? Won't you sing now, please? This is our last song. That was Transvolution. And figure out how to get it out in the air. But I'm also just telling the room that I'm having a gender affirming surgery in the meantime. And my friends don't know, so this is my way of also telling you, but just showing you that we're a work in progress. Yeah, sharing the journey. This is our last song, and I wrote this a few weeks, like 2 weeks ago, and sent this to the band and said, "Do you think we could play it?" So I'm gonna look this way a little bit. 'Cause this is my first venture with it. Die, 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 die. 1, 2, 3, 4. You said I'm insane, and for a moment I believe ya. Said I'm tricked in the brain, and for a moment I believe ya. When you look at me, is that what you see? A deadbeat, a perv. You never cared about the mentally deranged. Now you have the nerve. I'm not sick in the head, I'm not sick in the head. It's just the life that you dread. I'm not sick in the head. Hey! I'm not sick in the head, I'm not sick in the head. It's just the life that you dread. I'm not sick in the head. You said I'm to blame, and for a moment I believe ya. Said our life is a shame, and that a moment I believe ya. When you look at me, is that what you see? A violent beast of freak. You never thought. You said I'm insane, and for a moment I believe ya. Said my life is a shame, and for a moment I believe ya. When you look at me, is that what you see? A violent beast of freak. You'd rather that I suffocate my own joy, crumbles daily. No, I'm not sick in the head, I'm not sick in the head. It's you who want people dead. I'm not sick in the head. Hey! I'm not sick in the head, I'm not sick in the head. It's you who want people dead. I'm not sick in the head. I have always been a pacifist, yeah, I was taught to turn the other cheek. You're silencing me and suffocating voice to speak. All the while you destroy retaining doctrine, mate. Call my words of authenticity, gender ideology. Call my identity nihilistic extremism. I'm begging you to let me be. Let me pursue my liberty. Let Gaza live, let prisoners free. Let Gaza live, let immigrants be. Let Gaza live, let trans be comedy. Let Gaza live, let prisoners free. Let Gaza live, let immigrants be. Let Gaza live, let trans be comedy. One more time! Let Gaza live, let prisoners free. Let Gaza live, let immigrants be. Let Gaza live, let trans be comedy. I'm not sick in the head, I'm not sick in the head. It's all the lies that you fed. I'm not sick in the head. I'm not sick in the head, I'm not sick in the head. It's all the lies that you fed. I'm not sick in the head. Give it up for DeLorean, Lisa, Steven, Friday, Adam Renier, Jason, and Untitled. Follow them. Give them a few dollars. Tell people about this writers group. It's amazing. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Thank you for being in this room. Thanks to Greg and Donnie and the Bureau. And we're gonna see you all as we head out of this space. But we have a few minutes, so take your time, get your stuff, look at the merch table, and have a really good night.
Good night, online.